You did the workout, you slept, and 2 days later your body still feels like it never got the message. That is usually the moment people tell themselves they need more discipline, more effort, more volume. But after 40, slower recovery is often not a motivation problem at all. It is a signal problem. And the first thing I would check is not how hard you trained. It is how long it now takes your body to feel physically ready again. Not willing, ready. If your bounce back window is getting longer, that matters. Because the body that used to absorb stress, rebuild, and return by the next morning can start behaving differently long before anything looks dramatic from the outside. You still show up, you still do the work, but the soreness stays longer. Sleep after a hard session gets thinner, mood gets shorter. Your legs feel heavy on the stairs for no good reason. And the mistake almost everyone makes here is reading that as a cue to push harder. So here's the first filter. If after a normal workout you feel one of these patterns the next morning, heavy muscles, flatter mood, lighter sleep, or that strange mechanical feeling in your first 10 minutes of movement, this episode is probably about your body. Because recovery is not just soreness going away. Recovery is whether your system actually turned stress into repair. That means nervous system downshift. It means tissue repair. It means restoring fuel. It means inflammation resolving on time. It means the night after the workout was deep enough for your body to do something useful with the stress you created. And after 40, that process usually gets more expensive. Not broken, more expensive. That is the frame I want you to keep in your head all the way through this. You are not failing the same plan. The cost of adaptation changed. A younger body can often survive sloppy recovery and still improve. Poor sleep, undereating, extra stress, too much intensity, there was more margin. After 40, the margin gets thinner, and the exact same training can start producing more fatigue than adaptation. This is why two people can do the same session and leave with different outcomes. One gets stronger from it, the other just carries it for 48 hours. And if you read those two outcomes the same way, you keep making the wrong move. Here is the first useful distinction. If a workout leaves you pleasantly worked, that is training. If it keeps showing up in your mood, sleep, patience, and next day movement quality, that is no longer just training stress. That is recovery debt. Most people never make that distinction. They only ask, can I do the workout again? That is too crude. A body can repeat stress before it has actually adapted to stress. And this is where the hidden mechanism matters. One reason recovery gets worse after 40 is anabolic resistance. The muscle still responds to protein in training. It just does not respond as easily. The same input gives you a smaller rebuilding signal unless sleep, fueling, and total stress are good enough to support the repair. In plain English, your body needs more proof before it agrees to build. That changes how you should read your week. If protein is inconsistent, if sleep is fragmented, if life stress is high, if you train hard on top of all of that, the body may still let you finish the session. What it may stop doing is paying you back for it. So here is the first action layer. For the next 7 days, stop rating workouts only by completion. Rate them the next morning using 4 markers: energy, mood, sleep depth, and movement smoothness. If 2 or more are clearly worse after a normal session, do not automatically assume you need more work. Assume your body may be failing to cash the check. That one shift already changes the story. Because now you are not asking, was the workout hard enough? You are asking, did the body actually absorb it? And that brings us to the mistake smart people make after they understand the main idea. They hear this and think, fine, I just need to do less. Sometimes yes, but that is not the whole story. The second complication is that under-recovery after 40 is often misread in 2 opposite directions. Some people add more stress because they think the body needs a stronger signal. Other people back off too much and remove the very stimulus that would help preserve muscle, insulin sensitivity, and resilience. So the real question is not harder or easier. The real question is whether the stress is recoverable. That is the part that changes the protocol. You do not need less challenge. You need cleaner challenge. A signal the body can actually convert into adaptation. This is why I would be careful with the usual stack of extra fixes people throw at this problem. More fasting, more cold exposure, more cardio, more supplements, more caffeine to push through the flatness, more discipline layered on top of a system that is already behind. Those things can feel productive because they create intensity, but intensity is not the same as recovery capacity, and the body counts all of it together. Training stress, work stress, poor glucose control, late meals, alcohol, travel, fragmented sleep, underfueling, emotional strain. Your physiology does not file those into separate folders. It experiences them as one total load. That is why a plan that looked manageable at 35 can suddenly feel punishing at 45, even when the workouts themselves did not change very much. So if you want one signal I trust more than most, watch what happens 24 to 36 hours after a hard session. Not during it, not right after it, when adrenaline can make you feel good. The day after the day after. That is where under-recovery often becomes visible. Your body feels heavy. Sleep gets thinner instead of deeper. Motivation becomes more forced. Patience drops. You lose that elastic feeling in movement. The workout is over, but the cost is still circulating. That delayed dip tells you more than soreness ever will. Now let us turn that into a usable map. Before you change your whole program, check 4 levers. First, protein distribution. Not just total protein, but whether you are giving muscle repeated repair signals across the day instead of trying to fix everything at dinner. Second, sleep depth. Not just hours in bed. If sleep gets lighter after hard training, the session may be costing more than it is returning. Third, hidden load. Deadlines, glucose swings, alcohol, late night stimulation, travel, emotional strain. These all compete with recovery even when your training app does not track them. Fourth, training distribution. Too many people live in the middle. Too hard to feel easy, not targeted enough to create strong adaptation, and repeated often enough to accumulate fatigue. So here is the simplest 2-week experiment I would run. Keep the strength work. Remove junk volume. Make hard days clearly hard. Make easy days honestly easy. Eat protein earlier in the day. Finish the last meal early enough that sleep is not digesting your dinner. And if the 4 morning markers worsen for more than 2 consecutive days, do not add intensity. Remove friction first. That sequence matters. Food, sleep, hidden load, program structure, then intensity. Not the other way around. There is also a boundary here that matters. Slower recovery after 40 is common, but recovery that worsens suddenly comes with chest symptoms, unusual shortness of breath, major weakness, unexplained weight loss, severe insomnia, or pain that behaves differently from normal training fatigue should not be treated like a lifestyle puzzle. That is where medical evaluation matters. For everyone else, the reframe is simpler and more useful than most people expect. Your body after 40 is not unreliable. It is less forgiving. It asks for better timing, better signal quality, better recovery honesty. And once you understand that, you stop using soreness, exhaustion, or workout frequency as proof that a week worked. You start using bounce back. You start asking a better question. What is draining recovery capacity faster than I am rebuilding it? That question gives you leverage because it changes what you measure, what you cut, and what you protect. The goal is not to train the way you trained at 28. The goal is to build a body that still adapts well at 48. That is a different game. And once you see recovery as a signal instead of a verdict, you stop punishing the body for reporting the truth.